Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and my dear friends. My name is Sri Tarun, and it gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you all to the day 2 of the 21st annual graduation presentations 2022 of the Jan online batch of Alchemy Kids Theatre. Yesterday, we saw 16 wonderful performances, and today we are geared up in bringing to you 14 more. Our first performer of today and our 17th performer in the annual graduation presentations. We have Avyuk to recite the poem If I Were a King was penned by A. A. Millen. A. A. Millen, also called as Alan Alexander, was a poet and playwright who introduced us to the popular and cute Winnie the Pooh, a character which overshadowed all his other works of literature. This poem is based on a rhyme scheme. The poet talks about a little boy who wishes to be a king of a country someday.
Hi everyone, my name is Avyuk and today I'm going to perform a poem called If I Were a King by A. A. Millen. I often wish I were a king, then I could do anything. If I were king of Spain, I'd take my hat off in the rain. If I were king of France, I wouldn't wet my hair for ants. If I were king of Greece, I would push things off the mantelpiece. If I were king of Norway, I'd ask an elephant to stay. If I were king of Babylon, I'd leave my mother clothes undone. If I were king of Timbuktu, I'd think of lovely things to do. If I were king of anything, I'd tell the soldiers I'm the king. Thank you.
Thank you, an excellent rendition by Avyuk. Mime is a form of silent art that involves acting or communicating using only movements, gestures, and face expression. Our next performer, Divya Shri, will enact a mime. The stage is all yours, Divya Shri.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Hideshi Wiki, and today I will be enacting the mime called The Broken Arm. Thank you.
Wow, that was a splendid performance, Divya Shri. Let us now call upon Akshara Shri to recite her own poem composition called The Earth Day. Composing one's own poem is a God's gift. Let us lend our ears to Akshara Shri.
Hello everyone, my name is Aksharashi and I am going to enact a poem, Our Earth, written by myself. Earth is a sphere. That's what we hear. Earth is round. That is what astronauts found. 22nd of April is here. The day we celebrate and cheer because it's Earth's birthday. Remember to make it a worthy day. All petroleum and gas. If we burn it, it goes making our Earth very, very hot, melting glaciers and plants to rot. Earth has geothermal and water, which when used can make life better. This will keep the earth cool, drinking rain that fills the pool. Earth Day is on April 22nd. Let us remember that every second to save our earth, we take and vow planting trees starting now. Thank you.
Thank you, Aksharashri. It is beautifully written. Wish to hear more works from you. Next, we have Sahana to narrate a story from the tales of Tenali Raman. It is always ear-soothing to hear to Tenali Raman stories. As we all know, Tenali Raman lived in the Krishna Devaraya reign. Tenali was a poet filled with wit and wisdom who won the heart of the king with his cleverness and humorous judgment. He was popularly called as Vikata Kavi.
Good evening to everyone. My name is Anna Sandeep. I'm going to narrate the story Tenali Raman and the Foolish Thieves. Once upon a time, there lived two thieves under the bushes. Tenali Raman saw them and pretended that he didn't see him. He was going to his house to tell his wife that there are two thieves under the bushes, and if we don't take all the gold special things out of the place and put it in the luggage and throw it in the well, we can't do anything. They'll steal everything from our home like that. After that, she said, what can we do now? The same thing as I said. Put all the things in the luggage and throw it in the well. That's the easy thing we can do. Like that. Lakshmi was pretty surprised. She threw all the things inside the luggage. Tenali Raman took the luggage and threw it into the well. One day, the two thieves saw from the bushes, oh my God, why did the Tenali Raman threw the luggage inside the well? What is this? No, we can't even get this luggage away like that. The other thief got an idea and told, I have an idea. We will take full of the water from the well and throw it outside and take the luggage back. It will be so easy like that. After that, they both took the bucket and threw the water all over the plants. For 24 hours, they were throwing the water forever. After that, they got very tired and they said, oh my God, we can't even do this anymore. Please, like that. One time, Tenali Raman came out to the house to water the plants. Ever since he saw all the water spilled, he told, thanks for putting the water in the plants. Like that. The thieves were very confused. What? What are you telling? I don't understand. Like that. He told, I tricked you. At the same time, I wanted to water the plants. The boating happened thanks to you guys. Like that. The two thieves got scared and ran away from Tenali Raman's village. Ever since Raja Krishna Devaraya heard the story, he laughed. Thank you.
Thank you, Sahana, for bringing the story to us. Let's now welcome Venisha to perform a mime eating a cake. Mime is that art form that uses our body and hands for movements, face to show expressions without speech to tell a story to the audience. Come, let's enjoy Venisha's mime while she enjoys eating a cake.
Hello everyone, my name is Vinisha. Today I'm going to perform a mime, a piece of cake. Thank you.
A marvelous mime, Venisha. Thank you for the performance. Our seventh performer of today and a 22nd performer in the annual graduation presentations. We have Dhriti to recite a poem called Sick by Shel Silverstein. Shel Silverstein was an American writer, cartoonist, and a poet. This particular poem is about a child who doesn't want to go to school and lists out a string of excuses. This poem reminds me of Mark Twain's character Tom Sawyer, where Tom wakes up on a Monday morning and hatches a plan to avoid going to school. He complains of a toothache to his Aunt Polly to take an off from school.
Hello everybody, I am Dipti. Today I would like to recite the poem Sick by Shel Silverstein. I cannot go to school today. That little Peggy and McKay. I have the measles and the mumps, a gash, a rash, and purple bumps. My mouth is wet, my throat is dry. I'm going blind in my right eye. My tonsils are big as rocks. I counted 16 chicken pox, and there's one more, that's 17. And don't you think my face looks green? My leg is cut, my eyes are blue. It might be instamatic flu. I cough and sneeze, chew, and gasp and choke. I'm sure that my left leg is broke. My hip hurts when I move my chin. My belly button's caving in. My back is wrenched. My ankles sprained. My appendix pains each time it rains. My nose is cold. My toes are numb. I have a sliver in my thumb. My neck is stiff. My voice is weak. I hardly whisper when I speak. My tongue is filling up my mouth. I think my hair is falling out. My elbows bent. My spine ain't straight. My temperature is 108. My brain is shrunk. I cannot hear. There is a hole inside my ear. I have a hangnail and my heart is what? What's the mystery today? That I'm going out to play. Thank you.
Thank you, Dhriti. That was a good rendition. It made me nostalgic about my Monday mornings. With that, I would like to call upon my co-host Sahana Karthik to take over the rest of the performance. Over to you, Sahana.
Hello everyone, my name is Sahana Karthik. I will be the host for second half of the show. I hope you all enjoyed listening to the 8 performances so far. Are you all excited for more? We have lined up 8 more performances, especially for you. Before moving on to the performances, we will be releasing the play One Eye, Two Eyes, Three Eyes, performed by our Grade 1 senior students of Alchemy Kids Theatre's online batch today at 7 p.m. in this very same YouTube channel. Over to the performances. Are you all curious to know about the purpose of your life? Let's hear about it from our 23rd performer of annual graduation presentations, Tanisha. Over to you, Tanisha.
Everyone, my name is Anisha. I would like to narrate a story. Story of his father and said, "What's the value of my life?" Father gives him a stone and said, "Son, if you want to know the value of your life, stone and go to the market. If anyone asks the price, don't say a word. Two fingers." Son does as his father said, goes to the market. First, he wanders around. After about 10 minutes, an old woman approaches him and said, "Boy, what's the price for this stone?" Boy doesn't say a word, raises two fingers. Old woman said, $2? I'll take it. The boy was surprised. So he ran to his father and said, "Father, there was an old woman in the market who wanted to give me $2 for that stone." "Son, the next place I want you to go is, if anyone wants the price, don't say a word. Raise two fingers." So the son does as his father said and goes to the museum. After about 20 minutes, a middle-aged man approaches him and said, "Sir, what's the price for the stone?" Boy doesn't say a word, raises two fingers. The rich man said, $200? I'll take it. Surprised, he ran to his father and said, "Father, there was a middle-aged man in the museum who wanted to give me $200 for that stone." His son, the last place I want you to go is the precious stone store. If anyone asks the price, don't utter a word. Just two fingers. Son does as his father said, goes to the precious stone store. But after he finds the precious stone store, he enters. And at the counter, there was an old man. After the old man saw the stone, he screams, "For my own life, what do you want?" Boy doesn't utter a word, raises two fingers. The man said, $200,000, I'll take it. Boy was so surprised, he ran to his father and said, "Father, there's an old man at the counter who wanted to give me $2,000 for stone. So you understand the value of your life. Life is all about where you want to place yourself. For some people, they love you and you are everything for them. And for some people, use you as a commodity. And for them, you are worth nothing. Thank you for this golden opportunity.
Thank you, Tanisha, for sharing such a beautiful story. Now, coming up next is our pal Cyrus to recite a poem by Martin Cush named Whose Place Is It? Martin Edmund Cushco is a British composer and screenwriter. He is also popularly known as UK's Green Poet. This poem talks about the exploitation of Mother Nature and other creatures by humans.
Hello everyone, my name is Cyrus and today I'm going to recite the poem Whose Place It Is Anyway by Martin Kisco. The golden mole is threatened by the working of a mind. The pine, marten and polecat live on borrowed time. Hippos cannot hide from illegal poachers' guns. But the cheetahs of both savannah watch their last suns. As Arctic ices halts and polar bears decline, can the wolves of Ethiopia trust humankind? Will the white-tipped shark and angel shark avoid a fishing trawl? How soon until the bingo dream takes its final fall? The manta ray is troubled by the pollutions of the water, while the cats from the Andes scrapper from a slaughter. Will the jaguar outrun the hunter's cold pursuit? Can we save our ponds for the great crescent youth? Will snakes find their lairs as habitat turns to road? Does a parking lot come first or a Puerto Rican toad? Will koalas in the hollows survive the ruthless logging? Shall we bother to find out? Or is it just too much logging? Why don't we remember with those with whom we share the earth? And why don't we honor and value their true worth? We can't simply let our best friends vanish without trace. So let's work together to restore the rightful place. Thank you.
Thank you, Cyrus. That was a wonderful performance. What's your favorite subject? Science? Maths? History? Let us hear a speech on my favorite subject from Ishan.
Hi, talk about my fifth subject, English and science are two of the subjects I like a lot. But my most favorite subject is to be maths. It's a subject that many people like to hear, but for me, it is so very enjoyable. I like playing with numbers and solving problems without getting bored. Oh, it has been so fun in this class 5. I've been learning about decimals, percentages, and fractions. No, I know. You must think I'm a nerd. But what to do? I like maths very much. I have an awesome maths teacher. Solve sums with speed and accuracy. But do you know the best thing about maths? It's that you don't have to memorize or count up like other subjects. You can solve a simple problem in so many ways. And it's so easy to get good marks in math. One of my dreams is to study about the galaxies and space, to become an astrophysicist. For that, to be really, really good at maths. End the speech, my dear friends, by saying math plays an important role in our everyday lives. To quote a famous mathematician, Charles Strickler, If you dive deep enough into anything, you'll find mathematics. I hope you all find the joy that analysis. Thank you.
Thank you, Ishan, for talking about your favorite subject. Each one of us will have a favorite subject of our liking, just like Ishan, isn't it? It is time to explore which subject is your favorite. Poetry is a form of literature that uses aesthetic and often rhythmic qualities of language. Now, I invite Niyati to recite the poem Beauty by E. Yeshu.
Hi everyone, my name is Niti. So today I'm going to recite the poem Beauty written by E. A. Shure. Beauty is in the sunlight, the trees, the birds, corn growing, and people working or dancing for their harvest. Beauty is heard in the night, wind sighing, rain falling, or a singer chanting anything in the earnest. Beauty is in yourself. Good deeds, happy thoughts that repeat themselves, even in your dreams, in your work, and even in your rest. Thank you.
It was a poetic beauty. Thank you, Niyati, for that beautiful poem. What do you do in your leisure time? Now, let us hear what Dikshita does in her leisure time. Over to you, Dikshita.
Hello everyone, I'm Dikshita and today I'll be delivering a speech about my favorite leisure activity, reading. My favorite leisure activity and hobby is reading. A few years ago, I got the biggest and best present in my life. It's the books. That's when I started reading. And soon, reading became a pleasure. I read wherever I go. I read in trains when we travel on long journeys. I read in the airport when we wait for a flight. I read in cars, whether we travel for long or short journeys. We started to go to book exhibitions where I had freedom to choose my favorite books and we buy them in bulks. Well, books are mirrors and windows. Why do I say this? What do I mean by this? When you look into a mirror, what do you see? Yourself. Books can be mirrors as you can see yourself in the storyline, character, or experience. I still remember reading a book about a boy who got into an argument with his little sister for breaking his favorite toy. Later, she said sorry and he also forgave her. After I read it, I thought about the times I had fought with my little sister too. And that book was a mirror for me. Now, when you look out of a window, what do you see? The outside world, the beauty around you. Books can be mirrors as you can see what others experience that you haven't. When I read the book about Malala Yousafzai, I got to know about the hardships one had to face for a little of education and knowledge. Can't relate myself to it because I have not experienced it, but I can learn from it. My favorite author is Sudha Murthy, whose hilarious books are so good that I don't even want the story to end. When I read the book Harry Potter, my mind kept wanting to go back to the castle. Well, these are the most important and best things about reading. Why not? Surround yourself with books, sit down quietly, and enjoy the words, pictures, and the magical power of reading. Thank you.
Thank you, Niyati. Does your house become chaotic when your dad gets ready to leave to office every day? We have Shrikant, our 20th performer, performing a mime. getting ready for office.
Hi, my name is Chicken and today I'll be performing mine getting ready for work.
Wow! Are you all able to relate to Shrikant's mind? What do we want to become when we grow older? Isn't this thought running in all of our minds? Ovia will now present a speech on her future job.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ovia Rajesh, and today I will be presenting a speech on my future job. So, my future career, my ambition at least, is to be a writer. Reading is something that is very intimate to me, and the thought of writing something that could bring anyone the joy that I get when I read some of my favorite books is very precious. Writing is also something I enjoy very deeply. It's something I can immerse myself into and get lost in completely, not unlike how I get lost in some of my favorite books. Now, the reason why I want to be a writer is very simple. I have a passion for writing, and I love entertaining people. This is a way to both entertain and be entertained. Who wouldn't want to be a writer? And writing is a brilliant way to be in touch with your own emotions as well as explore other things. It helps you become self-aware and gives you and your audience more good qualities than you could imagine. Now, these are the reasons why I want to be a writer. I believe that writers are the backbone to our society. I believe that we would collapse without good writers, without these creatives who dare us to dream. And I will try my best to live up to their name when I become a writer. Thank you.
Thank you, Ovia. Now, for the final presentation of the day, Tarun will narrate a story on Selfish Giant by Oscar Wilde.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Tarun, and I am going to narrate an extract from the lesson The Selfish Giant by Oscar Wilde. Every afternoon, as they were coming in the giant's garden. The giant's garden will be large and a long garden with flowers like stars and well-beached trees. The giant lived with his friend for his chocolate for 7 years. When he came back to his house, he saw the children playing in his garden. What are you guys doing in my garden? He demanded of voice. Then all the children got afraid and ran away. And took a notice that trespassers prosecuted. What more the rest of this? You have to read the book Selfish Giant by Oscar Wilde. Thank you.
Thank you, Tarun, for the story. That brings us to the end of today's presentations. Hope all of you enjoyed today's performances, and it was a great pleasure to host the second day of the 21st Annual Graduation presentations along with Sri Tarun. Before I sign off, I would like to remind you all to watch the graduation play of our Grade 1 Senior Batch students, One Eye, Two Eyes, Three Eyes, which will be released at 7 p.m. today on this very same YouTube channel. Look forward to seeing you all tomorrow to witness another set of wonderful performances. Till then, take care and good night.